Can a relationship survive cheating? Let's talk about it.
Now that's real, now that's real. For the men and the women. Now that's real, now that's real. Can we meet in the middle? Now that's real, now that's real.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Now That's Real. I'm your host, Kxng Tres. And on this podcast, we talk about relationships, trust, family communications, all kinds of topics regarding love and relationships. Now, disclaimer, I don't have all the answers. I am far from perfect, but I do believe that if we're willing to have honest conversation that get different perspectives, we can learn from each other and maybe find some common ground and get some understanding somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So for our very first episode, we're going to dive into a question that has probably ended a lot of relationships more than anything else. That question, my good people, can a relationship survive cheating? Some people say, absolutely not. Get away from me. One strike and you're out. Get out. You're gone and it's over. While other people say, it depends. So today, we're going to look at both sides. And I'll tell you what I think close to the end. So before we answer the question, we got to define what we're talking about. When most people hear cheating, they automatically think physical cheating. Basically, kissing somebody else, being hugged up with somebody else, or having sex with another person. But for some people, cheating includes emotional relationships, secret conversations, hidden messages, dating apps, flirting, sharing intimacy with someone outside of the relationship. Everybody draws the line differently. So today's discussion is not about defining every form of cheating. The real question is, when trust is broken, can it ever truly be repaired? So here it is. Right now, we're going to talk about why some relationships survive cheating. Reason number one, people make mistakes. Let's just put it out there. Let's do this first, because nobody wants to talk about we're all human. We all have our flaws. And some people genuinely makes mistakes. Some people have made the biggest mistake of their lives and genuinely regretted it. Not because they got caught, even though that's going to be the argument for a lot of people. Yeah, they regret it not because they got caught. That's not always the case. They realize what they are going to lose or very well could lose. There's a difference between I'm sorry I got caught and I'm sorry I hurt you. When it's all over, after that momentary pleasure, a person can feel remorse, guilt, regret, and they could actually take accountability. You know what I mean? It's not all cut and dry when they come to a situation like this. And then there's another reason why relationships survive a cheating. Long-term relationships have history. Nobody is willing to give up 10, 15, 20, 30 years together. You got children, fond memories, struggle together, done build all kinds of resumes, a portfolio with money, all this. And they feel like it shouldn't end over a simple mistake. There's that reason right there. Especially when it comes to the kids, man. When it comes to the kids, you would be surprised how many people would tolerate a cheating just because they don't want to lose being with their children. Or they just want to keep their family together. They don't want to see it broken up. You know what I mean? And then there's people who want to save the relationship. This to me is probably the biggest factor. A relationship cannot survive a cheating if only one person is fighting. I'm gonna say that again. A relationship cannot survive a cheating if only one person is fighting. Both people have to do the work. The person that cheated must rebuild the trust because obviously the trust is broken because of whatever act they committed, whether it be sex with somebody else, kissing with somebody else, doing whatever with somebody else. The person who cheated has to rebuild the trust. And the person who was cheated on must decide whether forgiveness is even possible. They have to decide, okay, this person cheated on me, but are they really capable of change? How do I know they're not going to do it again? Because believe it or not, a lot of people believe once a cheater, always a cheater. And I can honestly admit that I would say myself, I fall into that category. Do I believe people can change? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not willing to take that chance again because I know what it's like to be cheated on. And I wouldn't wish that kind of pain on nobody. So I'm not going to put myself through that again. That's my personal belief on this. But if you're going to decide to forgive the person that cheated on you, don't hold it over their head because we tend to do this. Somebody cheat, you choose to take them back, and then you just hold it over their head forever. Don't say you forgave me and then gonna constantly remind me every time we in an argument. That's not what forgiveness is. I'm not gonna sit here and say forgive and forget, but if you're not gonna let it go and move on and we can grow together, then I would recommend just ending the relationship off right there. Reason number 4, and this the last reason I got, trust can be rebuilt. It hurts. It's going to hurt when the person explains why they cheated on the person they cheated on. And there could be a lot of reasons. Maybe the love wasn't there. Maybe the relationship wasn't going the way that person wanted it to go. Maybe they not receiving enough attention. It could be a lot of reasons. But trust can be rebuilt. Got to start with transparency. Why did you do what you do? What was I doing wrong? The person you cheated on, what was I doing wrong? Be honest. It's all out there now. Let's tell the truth. Let's put it out there. Let's be honest. They just put it all out there. And after that discussion, we can start to rebuild. Counseling. A lot of people underestimate the power of therapy, but it's helpful. So I've heard. Counseling is helpful. So you and your partner, if you get cheated on, go get some counseling. Maybe a paid professional can help you figure out what's going on. And the last one I have here is consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Whatever you were doing in the beginning, keep it going. Don't stop. I think a lot of relationships fade out because in the beginning, I'll use me as an example. I'm embarrassed. When I was trying to get with my lady, I was doing all these things. I wanted to make sure I had her attention, walk her to class. I wanted to make sure I showed enough affection to her. I wanted to give her all these things. Now, I slipped up because later on, if we got older, everything just stopped. And she was wondering, like, well, why you stop doing this? Why you stop doing that? You don't open doors for me. You don't give me flowers. You don't buy me nothing no more. That stuff matters, man. So if you start something, don't stop. You got to keep it up. So now I make sure I open almost every door. Make sure she get in good, close the door for her. I always pay for the meals. Consistency. Consistency is key. Now, those are 4 reasons why a relationship can survive. Now, let's talk about why many relationships do not survive. Reason number 1, and here it is again with this trust. Trust is the foundation of a relationship. Trust is like glass. Once broken, you can put it back together, but the cracks, the cracks will always still be there. Now you got the person who you cheated on second guessing themselves. They got anxiety. They suspicious of every move you make. Where you going? Who you talking to? Is this another one of the one? Is this the one that you cheated on me with? Is this the only one? Are there more? The betrayed partner often struggles to feel safe. That's one reason for no survival of the relationship after cheating. Reason number 2, and this kind of ties into reason number 1, but some people just never truly recover. Not because they're weak, but because the betrayal changed how they view the relationship. What else is a lie? What else did you lie about? How long has it been happening? Can I believe anything that you told me from the beginning of this relationship? How do I know you're not lying? Prove it to me. Them kind of questions can hunt people, man. That's some serious stuff. When you got them questioning everything, you know you messed up. And then, oh my goodness, reason number 3. Repeated cheating. I'm not going to sit here and say, me personally, I don't think anybody should be cheating on anybody at all. That's just me. Not everybody has the same philosophy as me, but me personally, nobody deserves to be cheated on. That's just me. But I'll say, if you cheat one time and you do everything that you can to make sure you never do it again, your second chance will deserve. But if I give you that second chance and you continue to cheat over and over and over and over and over again, we have nothing to talk about. We have absolutely nothing to talk about. Do you understand me? And that goes back to, you did it once, you're going to do it again. Not everybody's like that. But I say about a good, I call it even half. 50% of people can actually change. The other 50%, to be blunt, they just don't give a damn. And they're going to do what they want to do anyway. Especially if they know that they can manipulate you and think that it's your fault. And you the reason why this happened. And they can say, well, you ain't doing this for me. This person here. Manipulation, narcissism, broken promises. All of that ties into the repeated cheating. And if they keep doing it, they're just showing you who they are. That's just, that has you looking at the person who took you back. Well, they just gonna let me keep doing it anyway, so why stop now? And it's a messed up situation. Let me tell you, it's just a messed up situation. And reason number 4, and I think all of this ties all together. Some damage just cannot be undone. Some actions can permanently change relationship. You can forgive them, but you just can't forget how that person made you feel when you found out that they were cheating on you. The love is still there. The majority of the time, I say. The love, still there. You will always love that person. But you will never trust and you will never respect them again. Think about it. You been with this individual, let's say we'll say 5 years. That's a pretty doggone committed relationship. And then you find out that for 2 of those years, there was somebody else that they were going to see behind your back. That person supposed to be at work, but instead they at the Hampton Inn getting their back blown out. And you find out about it. You confront them about it. And their reason is, sorry, baby, it just happened. It just happened. It's not you, it's me. It just happened. It'll never happen again. Let me tell you something. That's hard to recover from. And there's somebody that's been cheated on. That's very, 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 very hard to recover from. And before you get the wrong idea, before you get the wrong idea, no, I haven't been cheated on by the woman I'm with now. I've been happy with my fiance now for 9 years. Amazing 9 years. Been through ups and downs, but I can honestly say that there have been no infidelities on either side. And I worked hard for that trust because I messed up in the past. I didn't cheat, but I've messed up in the past. She's messed up. We both come from some kind of trauma every now and then. So we got to deal with that and address it. That's where communication comes in. You talk to your partner about whatever you're going through. And instead of try to confide in whoever it is that probably just listening to you so they can tell you, well, you know, they don't understand you like I do, and then they wind up in your pants. Talk to your partner. Or talk to a therapist, got dog on it. Trust and communication in relationships are key. Trust and communication. And it's fair to say that if you do something like this, cheating, like I said, some damage just can't be repaired. And now, I've given you 4 reasons why relationships can survive and why some relationships can't survive. Now let me give you my perspective. Can a relationship survive cheating? My personal answer is it depends on the parties involved. You have to know your partner. And I know for a fact, if I were, I never would. Don't kill me. Baby, please don't kill me. I never would. But if I were to cheat on my partner that I'm with right now, oh, it's over and done. Try to word this the correct way. I could probably understand and respect if you cheat with somebody that's above me. By that I mean making more money, got a better crib, no kids, things of that nature. Somebody that's doing better. But if you cheating with somebody that's below me, like I'm making more, look better, and other things of that nature, like why? Like why? So I will say, if you're going to cheat, at least try to cheat up with a upgrade, not cheat with a downgrade, because then, and I know her personally, she gonna be like, this what you chose over all this? That wench. I can hear my lady now. And she would lose all respect for me because of my choice in cheating. And that's another thing I didn't discuss. The choice in cheating. Like I said, if you're gonna cheat, cheat up. Don't cheat down. If you're gonna cheat with somebody better. Or maybe, just maybe, don't cheat at all. Don't cheat at all. Leave. Leave the relationship. That way ain't nobody getting hurt. Ain't nothing to find out. Just leave the relationship. Leave. Exit stage left. Give them the benediction. May God watch over us while we depart from each other. Amen. Bye. It should never have to get to a point where I have to sneak around. I have to hide. I have to hide messages, block my location and things of that nature to be with somebody else when I'm supposed to be committed to the person that I'm supposedly in love with. It's messed up. I just went off on a tangent. Let me get back to my answer. Like I said, it depends. You got to know your partner. If you know your partner not going for that, you know it's over with. I don't believe every relationship is going to automatically end. Every situation is different. The circumstances matter. The level of remorse matter. The willingness to change matters. The willingness to forgive matters. Some couples come back stronger. Some couples never recover. And both outcomes are 100% understandable. You got to know who your partner is because surprisingly, some people are 100% cool with their partner, their spouse, significant other, whatever you want to call them, with having a side piece because they are well aware that they can't fulfill certain needs. You would be surprised. And there is no particular race that does this. It's done amongst black people. It's done amongst white people. It's done amongst Mexican people. It's done amongst a lot of people. And then you got polygamy. People that got multiple wives, multiple husbands. Now, me personally, and this is just my perspective. I'm not just nobody that does it, but I wouldn't marry nobody who already has 3 husbands. Because it's like everybody get a turn, literally. You having sex with one, and then another time of the day you have sex with that one, the next one, and then eventually be my turn. By the time you get there, no offense, but you already kind of worn out and wide open. I'm sorry, but I don't want that. Polygamy is not for me. Monogamy is my thing. I only want one woman. My woman only wants me. And that's the way we're gonna keep it. So, in conclusion, in the relationship, survive cheating. It depends. You have to know your partner. Some relationships can, and unfortunately, some relationships can't. From my personal experience, it didn't work out. But your view might not be the same as mine. I don't have all the facts. I'm just here to explain both perspectives and find some common ground. So here's the common ground. If your partner cheats on you, it is totally okay to leave that relationship, leave that situation. If you cannot forgive and forget. Now, listen to me carefully. If you choose to forgive that person, do not hold the cheating over their head. You chose to take them back. You chose to give them another chance. If you choose to take that person back that cheated on you, do not hold it over their head. I understand it's hard. You're going to be suspicious of everything. You're going to want to know everything. But if you choose to take that person back, and you say you really love that person, let it go. Let it go. Move on. Let it go and move on. If you can't let it go and move on, just leave. If you know you can't let it go and move on, leave. That's to the person that got cheated on. To the person that's cheating or thinking about cheating, before you cheat, don't. This isn't working out. I want to explore other things and other people. It's over. Bye. That's all you got to do. Be honest. Tell them it's not working out. Leave. You would spare a lot of time and a lot of hurt by just simply leaving. It's as simple as that. Just leave the relationship. And after you leave, you're free to do whatever you want to do. You can give it out to whoever you want to. Save your partner the pain of finding out what you're doing and just leave. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the very first episode of Now That's Real. And you know, cheating is often the event that breaks trust. But it also raises another question. What actually counts as cheating? For some people, it's physical. For some people, it's emotional. Maybe texting. Maybe it's secrecy. Who knows? I knows. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. But we're not going to talk about it in this episode. We're going to talk about it in the next episode. Until next time, I'm Kxng Tres, and you are amazing. Have yourself a good day.
Now that's real. For the